Yo, good morning. It is Guido coming at you with a coffee talk. It is the 14th of May, and as Cliffy says, of all the mornings in your life, this is one of them. Thanks for spending it with me, and only me, unfortunately, today. Pilgrim is prioritizing family. I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems like the right answer to me. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Wayne, Fast Red Horse, Midnight Randall, Cliffy, Stickler, and Artillery, and everybody else who is watching this at some point. Good morning and happy Mother's Day. Hedro, how you doing? All right, so we got some interesting stuff happening now and in the near future in World of Tanks. So we're going to go over all that stuff. First, for a channel update. What is happening on the channel? Let's see. Still working the 100 Battle Challenge. Let's just jump over here. I'm going to tell you, I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Cliffy or Diablo or somebody. I'm not sure, but this thing's a little monster. You guys play any of this very much of the Object 257? Now that I've set it, my win rate will come back to Earth more than likely, but I'm sitting at 66 in 58 battles. And it is just a little beast. I have hopes that I will fairly easily, maybe, kind of 2-mark it, and I don't know, maybe make a run into 3-mark. Probably not in 100 battles, but if I continue on the way I've been going, I might be able to do it at some point past 100. So what a little monster, man! And I got to tell you, I love the turbo on this thing. Just zips around real nice. You can see I'm pretty much try-harding. I've got food. I'm running food. Fire directive. Bunch of I don't know what it's not purple. What do we call this? What do we call you, old brute? How you doing? Odd dog. What do we call these? We got purple equipment, but then we have less purpley pink. I know, right? What's the color? We call the one purple, but these are always just kind of called bounty. Yeah, there you go, Sly Rascal. I think we just call these bounty. Fuchsia. Yeah, I think everyone basically just calls it bounty. But yeah, this is a good tank. I really like this thing. So I'm working on it in the 100 Battle Challenge. As you can see, I was at 58. The other tanks I'm currently working on is the Rhinoceronte, fitfully. Although that's about to not be a Battle Pass tank, so I'm not sure I'll keep on with that one at least. I'll get to it later, but I might not keep on with that one, although I think I've try-harded it, so maybe I will. Yeah. I don't know. I'm having less success with this thing at 46%. That's only at 35 battles. This one I'm having a hard time figuring out. It's a difficult one, and I will tell you, these weak spots, these relatively flat spots on the turret right here are very frustrating, because there's all kinds of tanks that can go right through that part of your turret. Now, if you're hull down, peeking over using the good depression, it's decent. Diablo, thanks, man. It's decent, but I'll tell you, anyone who's taller than you, or if they're shooting from slightly above, or even really straight on, these flat spots they're brutal, absolutely brutal, and that's a bummer for a tank that, in theory, should have a decent turret. Well, I stand corrected. It's 210. Never mind. 210 and not well angled. No wonder it's getting pinned all the time. Diablo, thanks, man. I appreciate the sub. What else am I working on? I'm working on the Kari. Quite enjoying this thing. I'm at 57%. I think I'm getting pretty close. Yeah, we're at 84 battles. The Caro, I'm at 93. I stopped the Caro because I finished the Battle Pass points on it, so I'll wait till the next Battle Pass. By the way, we have some data on the next Battle Pass. We'll talk about that later. The Caro, I'm loving that thing, man. I liked it when I reviewed it, and at 93 battles, I'm sitting at 61%. Now, that's a tier 7, so it's a little easier for me to do better down to relatively lower tiers, but I don't know. For me, it just clicks. I know a lot of people don't like it very much, but my setup on the Caro is pretty similar to... This is kind of my heavy setup right now, with some exceptions using hardening, but an IA, a rammer, and turbo. I don't know, it just seems to work for a lot of heavies. So doing well, liking that one. We will start to see some not replays, some reviews on the Japanese TDs. I think the first one already came out. The second one will come out this week. But I am at the tier 8 on the Hori 2. Holy cow. Holy cow. Well, let's just look at it. Might as well just do a tangent right off the bat because I got curious myself thinking about it. And I put the Hori 2 and the Type 5 Ka-Ri into the comparison tool. And once again, we are struck by the difference in a premium versus the tech tree just being soundly better, basically. So the Ka-Ri has a slower rate of fire. However, it's rocking 100 more alpha, which gets you to, and this is not crazy, but it's almost 100 more DPM. But it's more, right, at the end of the day. Better accuracy, better aim time, a little bit more gun traverse, 1 degree less of depression. Come down here. The armor is exactly the same, although the layout is different. It's Bing Bang Boom, I believe. Oh, brute. That was brutal, wasn't it? I wonder who that person is. They got fired. They were an intern. They must be a legend amongst the interns, man. All right. And, oh, by the way, also too, and in addition to, the Ka-Ri is faster, just by a lot. 10 kilometers an hour and 3 more backwards. It's just overall armor layout, gun, maneuverability, everything. The only thing the Ka-Ri has over the Hori 2 that is just straight up better is 1 degree of gun depression. And also for some reason camo, which, okay, there's that big old dude. And it's taller. So the Hori 2 somehow, even though it's taller and essentially the same size, has 3% more camo. Because reasons. Did I get that right? Is it? It is. It's got 3% more camo. How is that even possible? What? Okay, hold on. There's that model. And so that has more camo than this. Good job, Wargaming. Good job. Great. Nicely done. Stick to your guns in your realism and how you design stuff. That's probably because somebody was looking at a comparison tool like this and like, man, it's really super obvious that the premium is way better. Oh, I know. This'll get them. Add almost 4% to the camo rating for the bigger one. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh man, well, do we say something stupid like it is what it is, or do we just you just laugh? You just have to laugh. All right, so yeah, I'm working on both of those. The Ka-Ri is getting close to being finished. This guy, I'm actually doing better in this, but it's a much lower sample size. Oh yeah, never mind. Forget it. 70 means nothing at 10 battles. So we'll see what happens when I get to 100 with it. I bet it's going to be in the same ballpark, maybe slightly lower because it's just a worse tank. Let's see. I'm also working the Scorpion. Oh man, dudes, for some reason, I cannot make the Venerable Scorpion work. I am at 48% win rate with 60 battles. Man, this thing has been power crept like you cannot even believe. I'm trying to find the stats here. I wonder where it's sitting right now. I got to tell you, it's been a struggle with that thing. Okay, that's bizarre. All right, let's go 8. So we go to triangles. Where does... No, well, it's still top 20. So I am underperforming in it. And it's still kicking out damage, no problem. So it's top 10 in damage. So it's me, not the tank, it looks like. Me, not the tank. That surprises me based on how rough of a time. This is a tank that it just feels like to me my teams are just can't hold it together. So, but you know, after 60 battles, it's not the teams, it's you. Cliffy, I have though, actually, man. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm being too passive. Maybe I need to go back to my more aggressive ways. I have absolutely been hanging out in the back of this thing. So probably hanging out in the wrong places and not reacting correctly to the flow. So it could be also unfamiliarity with what to do in the back row and when to move somewhere else. How to be effective in the back row, let's call it that. Think CVS has heard it? Morking to you, Pale Jedi. Morking. Quotal, how you doing? All right, so those are the various tanks that I'm working on. What else? Anything else in there? Nope, those are they. As I said, the Japanese TD reviews are starting, so you'll start to see those. If you're interested in my thoughts, the Tier 6 will be out this week, and the 7 will follow, and then pretty quickly the 8, although I am currently playing the 8, so I don't quite have that one ready. Battle Pass, guys. Battle Pass is ongoing. I'm almost done. This is the 3rd chapter. And you have until the end, so you got a couple weeks. You have until the end of May, and then they're pretty quickly they're going to roll into the next season. Season 11, we have data on that and what it will be. They've already advertised some of that stuff, so that's coming pretty quickly. Remember that you need to finish all 3 chapters of the season before you can open this up, which is the items for points. Generally, you're probably going to want bonds out of that, unless you're trying to catch up on exterior styles or crew members or whatever. Those are also options. Your tokens, see if I can get back to where I was. Holy cow, what is happening here? Remember that your tokens will hold over. That's these right here. Those are the things you use for the tanks, so don't worry about spending those. As we talked about last week, I highly recommend you buy your piece of bounty equipment for 3 tokens. You do that by clicking there, and I think all of you know this, but in case someone watching does not, slide all the way down, and mine's already been taken, but it'll be sitting here. It's actually behind my picture, but it's down here in the bottom row. So make sure you do that. How do you even get back? You can't get directly back, can you? How do I get back to... Is one of these the right thing? I don't know. I guess there's no way to navigate directly back to this part, from what I can tell, or I'm missing it. And then your collection stuff. Here's the thing I found out about the collection stuff I thought was kind of fascinating. I looked at it and I said, I only have 2 numbers to go, or levels, or whatever the hell they're called. And I said, oh, I have 10 of 13 of the collections, but literally the last 2 things get you 3 of your collection points. So you can see I'm on 11. Sorry, 2 of your collection points. Wait a minute. No, I'm on 10. Never mind. Math is hard. 3 of your elements right here. So basically you get this, which is a medal for doing all 3 of the chapters, and then you get the last 2 are the style and the commander. So if you paid for your additional battle pass or whatever, improved battle pass, literally it's the last 2 things that get you 3 of these points to get your last 2 coins out of this. I guess it doesn't really matter, because if you're going to do the collection thing and do improved battle pass, you're probably planning on finishing the whole thing. But those extra 2 coins are literally locked at the last 2 stages. They're called stages, not levels. So I thought that was kind of funny. That'll get me to 21 token points, so I'm going to have to wait. That would have been 24 total. Remember that one of the new tanks, the BP whatever, the BZ 58-2 is for 24 tokens. So if you don't buy a piece of bounty equipment, then you can get one of these. I highly recommend you just wait another month until you get some more coins, get yourself your bounty equipment, and then grab that. Also, I think the Tier 9 Project 07 HK Tank Destroyer will be ready to go, but I don't have any hard data on that. My understanding is it's supposed to be for available in this next chapter or next season. Who knows? I don't know. Yes, Wayne. Tokens roll over, points do not. So spend all of your points. So Pale Jedi's got 40 stages on his last chapter to go on EU. Does that mean you've finished on NA? You were doing 2 of them? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can't play that much, I don't think. Finished a few days ago, but you bought the bonus missions. Oh, that's right. You got extra points. I forgot about that. That was one good reason for doing it. I forgot about that. All right. I think that's all the channel news stuff going on. Next stream, I don't know, fellas. Just time has been. Well, I'll tell you what. One of the things I've been doing with my time is freaking house projects, because for some reason they've just really come at me hot and heavy this year. But here's the window, fellas. Here's the repaired window. That's the middle one, is the one that was broken. You can see that I still have some caulking to do and paint finish work. The stain stuff on the side pieces is where I did some filler for screw holes and other stuff, and to smooth it out, because I had to kind of fashion my own. I remember at the bottom there was holes at the bottom of the central pillar, so I had to shore some of that up and fashion my own cover piece right there. So it's going to take a few more paint jobs before that filler accepts the paint correctly and all that good stuff. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that hard. It was just basically cutting a 2x4 to the right size and carving out a little bit of the rot and shoring that up, and then making sure that, you know, it was connected to something that was still solid and all that good stuff. Yeah, the paint is not ideal. Now, if the sun's on it, it looks pretty nice. This was a morning picture, and there's a lot of dew on everything, and it kind of looked crappy. I went out to take this picture for you guys. I'm like, man, that looks like crap. I could have swore it looked better yesterday. But we'll get it sorted out. I also just noticed on the bottom right, I slapped a large piece of white paint on the side of my brick for some reason, like a dope, and then the bottom left too. It's the painting that's the pain in the ass, man. Dripping paint everywhere, getting it on the vinyl window and scraping it off, and God, what a pain. Anyway, it's been a lot of stuff like that. And yesterday was the garden. Yesterday was setting up the trellis thing for my cucumbers, which are starting to take off. Hard rain took out your feed for a while. Oh no. I do live in North Florida, Sergeant Major Rock. I do. And it is humid AF today. That's right. Yeah. Well, he can do the lower part of the window. You're down in Southwest? Yeah. Southwest? You mean in the Panhandle? There, Rock. You talking about over towards Pensacola way? Or you mean southeast? Are you down on the Miami area or Orlando, all that stuff? Port Charlotte. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. All right, so that's pretty much channel news, my friends. That's what's happening around here. Let's go on to missions and specials. We get the blue light out, and we'll crank that up. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, guess what? Boxes are giftable this time. So we are going to crank out a couple giveaways today. So off we go. Boom. 5 space boxes from Mars. Good luck, my friends. All right. That being said, let's see what we got. Missions and specials. Dun, dun, dun. In the shop. What do we got? Well, we got the boxes. We got the boxes. We've got the times 5s, the Alt Proto AMX 30 Supreme. So the AMX 30 is in the shop. The 274 Alpha is in the shop. Not a bad little tank. Not amazing, but not bad. There's a couple Tier 7s, the IS-2, the T25. But really, I think the boxes are the big thing. I did a box opening. I don't know if you saw the video. Essentially, in 50 boxes, I actually got 2 tanks, which was highly unusual for me. So I didn't have to rely on the 50th box pity party. I actually hit the TL7 because I had all the other tanks. And then I got a duplicate of the Astern Rex, which gave me 9,600 or so gold, something like that. Good morning, Jimmy. So that was good. It's very rare that I get those get that lucky on those boxes. I don't remember the last time I actually got a tank before the pity party. I might have done it at Christmas, but but I had a bunch of boxes at Christmas. You went to 42 to get it? Yeah. Well, I hit 2 though. I mean, I got one at, I don't know, 10 or 12, and the other one mid-range, somewhere in there, 30 or so, something like that. So that worked out real nice. So I think the boxes are probably the big thing. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think on the value of it? The prices. Oops, I don't want Watt Premium Plus. Here it is. So if you think about it, I talked about it in the video, but 50 boxes is $45. You get a tank at the 50th. Most of the Tier 8s don't quite cost $45, but that's pretty close to what the 2 Tier 9s would cost you. So if you hit a 9, you're doing really well, and you will in 50 boxes. If you hit an 8, then you're kind of relying or assuming that the value of the other things in the box bring you up to that value. And that's completely independent between each person on what you think the rest of that stuff is worth or isn't worth. Because frankly, there's no direct correlation other than maybe premium time. And I honestly think people who buy boxes, especially 50 box packs, probably have a crap ton of premium time already. That's just sort of my guess. Artillery had all but 2 tanks, got the E75 TS, and won't buy anymore. Hey, thank you for the anonymous gift. Much appreciated. Minty00 now has a Tier 1 sub. Awesome. Thank you very much. Major Rock will buy boxes at Christmas, but not willing to gamble. They will get greedy and sell these tanks in the shop eventually. So that's what I talked about on my video. That I'm not bothered by the boxes. We just talked about the monetary value. It's technically they're worth what you pay, right? Wargaming has assigned a value to all the other little doodads that are in there. I think there's a wide disagreement that some of those doodads are really worth anything, but they are, at the end of the day. It's harder to rationalize when there's no gold. I will admit to that 100%, because the gold is a direct correlation in my opinion. I still think they're a decent deal. I don't think they're a swinging deal. If you do 50 boxes and get lucky, like I did, where you hit another tank and you get compensation for it, or you hit 2 tanks, you didn't have one, you got 2 premiums out of it, then that's a swinging deal. But you can't count on that in every 50 box purchase. Oh, Brute, thanks, man. Just around, not going to drive my TL7, so appreciate... Never been driven. Never. was only driven in a top tier battle once, and hit in the back and never got hit. Oh, Brute, that's another thing I covered. I am in agreement. Is this, how many boxes events is this now? I guess it's only the second one well, we've started a new year. Has there been there's been Christmas, there was, what was the other weird one that was thrown in there? President's Day or something? What the hell was it? We had Halloween, Shamrock. That was this year. So we've already had 2 this year. St. Pat's and Mars. Wow. And it's only the 5th month. So we can expect at this rate, we're going to have Christmas. That'll be the 3rd. We're probably going to have Halloween or something like that. So there's at least going to be 4. Yeah, maybe, Cliffy. That might be exactly what they're doing. Yeah. So what would be the next one? Fourth of July boxes? Yeah, but that's very specific to NA, so it's going to have to be something else. Although that would be interesting if they actually rolled something out. Because of the combo, I sort of doubt that. So there'll probably be something... what would it be? Maybe, well, could be World War II themed, but that's kind of problematic too. Don't know. Remembrance, maybe. Wargaming's birthday boxes. Yeah, you heard it first, Wargaming. Cliffy has just sorted out your next box event. Birthday boxes. Yeah, I think so. Not working. If you're going to do a box event, it has to be wide enough appeal, I guess, for everybody to include like EU and all that. Now that we're all together. Beach boxes, not bad. Beach boxes, all right. Yep. I mean, it could be just Halloween boxes. Maybe summer they don't drop any more boxes, and they do the Halloween thing, and then the Christmas. That's 4. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So there you go. Where are we on the giveaway? Nope. Still going. Still going. Flag Day boxes. What else they got for sale? They have the tanks. They've got... I think that's pretty much it, guys. The 274 Alpha, the Proto is out. A couple little smaller tanks. Let's go to specials because there might have been a few more tanks in here. The IS-2 is another IS variant. I like it. It's nothing special. At Tier 7. We talked about all those tanks. The Suma is still available, and I don't know if this is a special for me or somebody else, but it's available. The Pilot's out there. Not a great tank. Basically everything else we already discussed. So it's boxes or bust right now, my friends. Arbor Day, tree boxes. The boxes of the tree. Where is the box? Martian containers. So the tanks you can get where they is be. Here it is. The TL7 and the Chieftain Proto, both the Tier 9s. Astron, T-44-100, IS-3A tank that destroyed the game, E-75TS, KV-5, Bofors, Tornwagen, KTTS, and T-77. That's actually a pretty cool list. The only real stinkers in there, maybe... the T-44-100 is a good tank, but I don't know if it's necessarily that competitive. Certainly, if you can use your mobility and get around and not take too many hits, it spits out some damage, and it's got some great mobility. The Bofors Tornwagen might be the worst, I would say, because it's kind of a one-trick pony. People might not like the KV-5, but I kind of like it. That's a meme tank. It's a fun tank to own. You know what I mean? KTTS is goofy, but I kind of like it. T-77 is kind of a little beast at times. So it's a good list. There's really no terrible stinkers on that list, which is nice. And then you've got doodads and styles and crew skins, which is okay. I mean, this is what's interesting about these boxes, guys. Really, these have specific monetary value that you can hang your hat on. The tanks do. Up here, premium days, yes. Times 5 missions, I guess, because they sell them all the time. And then personal reserves, Silver, to some extent, you can do the silver to gold to money conversion thing and figure out what that's actually worth. Training manuals, I don't know. The big ones are kind of nice. I mean, you can spend 3 million silver on, the Universal training manual. So you can do the 3 million silver to gold to money conversion thing and kind of come up with a value. Not so much with the other ones because you can't really buy these. So, I don't know, man. Very strange. The 9 personal and 7 universal manuals I got were nice. Yeah, I did get a decent amount of manuals. Yep. They did seem to hit quite a bit. The one thing I wish I would have got more of is the credits per hour. I hit that once or twice. That's probably the best PR you can get, which is the credits PR right there. All right, let's find out who won. Get them their boxes and see if they got anything good. Well, they changed how that works, huh? Oh, my timer kind of stopped. That's weird. Huh. All right, here we go. Here's the winner. 3, 2, 1. Drum roll, please. Whack. Oh, Brute. Nice. Rigged. Well, Brute, send me your. Let me send you a whisper. Oh no! What am I doing here? I'm showing you. I'm showing everyone the information behind the screen. Oh my goodness! All right. Where'd the whisper go? Uh-oh. What the? How does that even work? Alright, so if I undock the chat, the whisper thing... Oh wait, maybe it's over on the Twitch thing. It's on the Twitch... What the... I'm in a complete PIO right now. I guess whisper doesn't work. I know, that's dumb, Cliffy. Not happy about that. Alright, now we'll do it this way. There we go. I don't know if I have your in-game name. I'm sure you've told me a million times. Give me your in-game name in the whisper, man. So I'd like to get them to you and see what you get. If you have, I don't know, you might be on a trip. Maybe you don't have access to your client or whatever, but in any event, we'll get it to you. Oh, D Cardi. All right, outstanding. Got it. So let me do that, guys. Let me get that out to D Cardi / Obrute. It's gonna take a lot of concentration for a few moments here while I navigate through all this. Yeah, I was pretty happy when I saw that you could actually gift these. All right, it's going to be case sensitive, isn't it? Why do I not see that? Is there a symbol at the front of it or something? Let's see. D car die. What am I missing here? Why does it not find it? Maybe I can't. That's weird. This is strange. Is there a is the D capitalized? I bet it is. What the? Okay. I'm missing something, man. There's something missing in your name because it's not coming up. Oh, right. Was I getting spoofed on that? Did I go down a rabbit hole? I think I did. All right, there we go. Oh, this is hard. It's very difficult. All right, you were adding Descartes, and I went off on a complete... I went off on... No, he was saying something to Descartes, and I took that as the name. All right. Let's see. NATO Tiger. All right, off we go. It's thinking. All right. Okay. All right, there. Oh, Brute, it should be out, man. We'll do another giveaway in a few. That was so difficult. Very difficult. All right, that's enough. That's enough channel news. Oh, we were already on to Shilling. Never mind. See, this I've completely lost the plot. Completely lost the plot. I think that's it for what's in the shop, though. Let's take a look at the missions and specials. Not a whole lot going on here. Obviously, you've got Battle Pass. We still have the Mana Core and the WZ-113 GFT going on. And that's pretty much it. You can follow the missions for the Twitch coins. By the way, the Twitch coins have reset. So you'll see if you go to your depot down here to there. The parachute, you can see that the token store has restarted, and this one goes to 6/11, so into June, and you can start gathering up the coins. You should be getting coins or getting missions anyway for coins by watching this. So make sure you're following along and doing all that good stuff. Get your freebies. Get your freebies. Let us know what you got there, oh Brute. Way of the Warrior, that is still open. You can't get any more points for it, so make sure it's the same place I was just in there for the Twitch coins. Make sure you spend whatever you've got for the Way of the Warrior event. I already talked about new Twitch coins. Recon mission, guys, is starting tomorrow, and that's the dynamic cover thing. I'm going to go over an article with that, and we're going to talk about that because there's some more details on what's going on with that one. But that will start tomorrow, just so you know. And I think that's pretty much it for missions and specials, guys. Let's take a look back here on the website, make sure I haven't missed anything important. Obviously, the Mars thing is going on. Forgot about that. You can see down here in the bottom right, covered up by me a little bit here, but that's 7 more days for Call to Mars. And Onslaught ends tonight. So this is the last night for Onslaught for this chapter or season or whatever the hell it is. Anybody playing Onslaught? Yeah, we're going to talk about that working as intent. Working, yeah. I don't know. So Diablo did Onslaught? Good. I don't get the Mars mode. Makes no sense in a tank game. So Fast Red Horse is playing Mars. I couldn't get the well, I'm going to say I couldn't get the hang of it. I played it once, or maybe twice. I don't remember. Might have been twice. I think I played it twice. Played it once and went, not for me. And then I'm like, well, let me give it another shot and see if I can figure it out. Played it again, and then I looked at the points it was going to take me and how many points I got in each one of those games, and I went, no, that's too much. Playing it when able to do missions kind of made no reason to go up rank unless you want the skins. Yeah. Jeez, yeah, that's right. To be fair, the original Moon mode was Rocket League before Rocket League came out. Yeah, that's true. Yep. There are fairly easy to get rewards. So in terms of relative ease, if you can get anything going in that, kind of figure it out, you can probably get through it pretty quickly and get your experimental equipment and bonds and all the other stuff that's in there. So I don't know if we click over here, I think we can see what's... there it is. So you can see I got a whole 658. Maybe I only played it once. Is there a record of how many you played in here anywhere? Those don't seem to do anything. So there's your points. If you can get rid of somebody, if you scan, power ups, you use all these different things. There are experimental equipment. There's experimental equipment pieces, components. There are bonds. There you go. And that's quite a few bonds, actually. 600 bonds. There's 10 of these things, which is nice. The credit reserves. That's actually pretty good. There's one of these big universal manuals, some crew skins and stuff. Yeah, those are crew skins, not crew. You can actually get a couple boxes. That's kind of cool. You can get 2 boxes out of that. There you go. You get a box or a box. The missions give a bunch. Okay, so you got to do the missions. So there you go. Mission to Mars. I figured it would kind of be a combination of people who... Well, here's the question, Diablo. Are you playing it because you like it or because you want the stuff? Like, who's playing it because it's fun? They actually enjoy it. Which I am not scoffing at. If people love it, that's great. I mean, I know that's a style of game that people like. It's not that bad. So you're kind of in between on how fun it is, but you do want this stuff. All right, fair enough. Quota's doing it for the stuff. So Stranger Danger for the rewards. Oh, here's what O'Brute got. It is very frustrating, but I think if you... Not asking hard or easy, is it enjoyable? Yeah. Midnight's enjoyed it. Good. Fast Red Horse has grown to like it. Not stressful. All right. To me, it's a little stressful, though, because I go at that kind of event like, I want to get through this as fast as I can because I don't really like it. And I want to get the reward. So then you get that frustration level if you're not progressing quickly because you're not good at it. That's, for me, then it becomes stressful. Then you're like, shit, I could have, in that time, played a couple randoms and enjoyed myself and liked it. You know what I'm saying? Warfiend's like, I wouldn't even do it if they paid me. Oh, man. Oh, Brute, we didn't see the haul. If you try to type something in there where you said, here is the haul. I'm not seeing... Oh, there it is. Got it. All right, so 2 premium days, a skin, 2 training booklets, a personal training manual, and a combat XP reserve. See, now there's an interesting one right there. $5, and that's what comes out of it. Really, if you don't go into this, we're back on the boxes again. If you don't go into those, in my opinion, if you don't go into those boxes and just go, I'm buying 50 because I want to make sure I get the tank, I think they're probably actually not worth it. Now, if you do hit a tank in 5 boxes, but that's always true of the box things, right? Obviously, if you pay $5 and get a premium, that's a great deal, but it's such a small percentage. So with these particular and in the past, when there was gold involved and you got your $5 in gold no matter what, then yes, a 5-box set was not that painful because you got $5 in gold. Now, I wouldn't even suggest buying anything less than 50 and just ensure you're going to get a tank. Because anything less than that actually is not a good deal. And I don't know if I've never said that about the boxes, and I didn't have to when you actually had gold involved. Now, I'm beating this dead horse. I understand Wargaming assigns a value to all that stuff, and technically that is the value of that stuff. So you're supposedly getting your $5, but I disagree with that. When there's not gold involved, I disagree with that stance. Yeah, Mars had a lot of bugs involved, and then they put out a mini patch, not mini patch, I guess patch, whatever. I'm trying to think of the damn word right now. But they put out a patch, essentially. Update, there you go. Jimmy, update. Crew skin's worth $5. I know. Imagine how much they'd charge you if it was all 3D skins that you got. Each box would be $40. Oh, man. All right. What were we talking about, speaking of? We're on subjects du jour. We did get into Mars, I guess. Is that what we're... I have no idea what the heck we were talking about. Boxes, Mars. Let's go to Common Test 1.21. Common Test 1.21. What is that, you ask? Well, it's a new Common Test. Hot on the heels of the last update, 1.20.1, which was a massive update. Why that one was not 1.21 and then the next one's like 1.22 or I don't know. Their number convention is very strange. You're welcome, Will Brute. We're going to give away some more containers here in a moment. But here's what we've got coming up in 1.21. Frontline, Steel Hunter Reborn, and Onslaught, Season of the Crimson Griffin Bird, Lion, Tiger, creature. So they've also updated their calculations of WTR, which is something nobody uses. But we updated it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Onslaught has definitely turned into a situation where the very good players platoon in order to crank through. And if you're playing solo, in fact, I've been reading some of the CC chat stuff on Discord, and these are also very good players, but some of them like to do it solo, and they're like it is a very difficult solo, especially if you want to be in the top. Especially if you want to be up in the top. Yep. All right, so let's see. Steel Hunter Reborn. You do solo? Good deal. Are you where are you? How far up are you? All right, so Steel Hunter Reborn, they have respawn. They have AI-driven opponents, but I thought this right here, I thought was the most interesting thing. So Diablo got gold in 24 games. Excellent. The vision system that uses vision cones will be retired. Steel Hunter Reborn will have a standard all-around vision system that works in random battles and other modes. That's a weird way to say that. That sentence structure is bizarre. Essentially, they're going to use the standard vision system of the game. It will help you better spot enemies and collect loot. Yeah, I'd say. Wasn't that kind of integral to the game that sort of made it kind of interesting? That you could rage around, and if people weren't really paying attention, you could kind of sneak in behind them and stuff. That seemed like a really central part of that game to me. The thing that made it different, you know? But that's gone. They tried to change the gap in power. Yeah, this is fun. They increased shell velocity, implemented the lock-on auto-aim feature, which wheeled vehicles have. So it has the wheeled vehicle auto-aim, or not auto-aim, but auto-lock. So auto-aim, but not exactly. On all modes, special vehicles to make it easier. They got rid of some of the armor and spaced armor. They moved from 20 players to 15. You can also enter battles as a 2-player platoon. They reduced reload by 50%, including the auto-loading ones. And all vehicles will be available from the start, plus the respawn. I mean, they have basically turned this into just a much more spastic game mode than it was. Don't know, man, but there you go. Reborn. I mean, they kind of took away a good portion of what made it Steel Hunter, right? Now it's just all of a sudden becoming a much faster version of World of Tanks with the zones disappearing on you, right? That was Steel Hunter, right? The zones disappear. Yeah, you might only get the champs. Yeah. So that's Steel Hunter. I thought that was wild. Frontline is coming back here. First launch Frontline 2023. There's a new desert map called Fata Morgana. This is it right here. It's got big caves, a castle, sand dunes, more caves, some buildings, some large structures, hangars. There's even water, so you can drown yourself. Perfect. And the turrets, because they just dropped some massive battleship turret things in the middle of the middle of the desert. There's a big top-down looking picture. Oh, there's an airfield. Okay, so that's what's going on. There's an airfield in the middle there. Bit of a city. It's pretty big, man. Of course, all these maps. Oh, good. There's a pit you can fall in. Perfect. I hope you can get out of that. If you get trapped in places on Frontline, you're kind of screwed, right? Right? Because you can't... Oh, no, there's a key you can press to get out of your tank, right? Isn't there a key that you can blow up your own tank and move on? J to auto-destruct, that's it. I forgot about that. So you don't get stuck permanently. Alright, balance improvements. We've got just kind of little tweaks. You will upgrade in level 2. Let's see, combat reserves will get new levels all together and simultaneously and together at the same time. You will upgrade them to level 2 upon reaching the captain rank and level 3 on major. Field repair, oh good, so you won't, does that mean you can't upgrade them unless you reach those ranks? So basically you get more powerful as you get more powerful? Good, that's a good idea. Field repairs will restore all damaged modules upon activation. So good players will get more powerful than the other players. Good. That's it. That's a fantastically good idea. Minefield will now have a 3-second activation time after being deployed. Oh, could you just drop those on people? That's pretty... 3 seconds. That's forever. That'll be hard to use now. 3 seconds is a long time in this game for sure. If you play on the common test, they will give you some bonds. They got the list right there, and some PRs and some other stuff. It was instant? Yeah. All right, fellas, we're going to give away another thing of boxes. Complete that, and we'll start that giveaway. All right, good luck to you. So this is under the heading of what's the point, what are we doing here? Although we did talk about it a while back, and it's starting to look like kind of the groundwork for ranked stuff. Not ranked as in ranked battles, but somehow ranking and differentiating players something more than just their PR. Although it is PR related. Come down here, they've replaced personal rating with WTR as more representative system of players' actual performance. Which I don't even know what that means. What does WTR mean? Well, we'll get to that. Is that what... If you click on this link, it takes you down a little bit lower in the in the article. It's just unnecessary usage of scripting. All right. Yeah, bronze, silver, gold, ace. Bronze, silver, gold, ace. Legend. Where's platinum and diamond and double diamond and triple platinum and shiny diamond and shiny platinum? Where'd all those things? Ooh, World of Tanks rating, WTR. That sounds right. Yeah, there's no aluminum. Anywho, you've got bronze, blah, 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 and then each one of these has 3 levels of it. So you're bronze, level 1, 2, 3. Legend, level 1, 2, 3. Does it break out the points here? I don't see that. About. No. So I'm not seeing the breakout. So you've got a Legend level 1 guy in the example right there. And then apparently you can move around which rewards you show on the page and all that good stuff. So 3 mastery levels, 15 total, unique visual style. Okay, so it's broken down by points. How many points has this guy got? He's got 8,000, so it looks like at least 8,000 to be level 1. No, it's PR, so I don't know what my WTR would be. Is that listed anywhere? Can you get a WTR? But I thought those... I don't know. I thought those were specific to tanks. In any event, about the WTR collapse. WTR calculates an individual rating for each vehicle and then uses the particular vehicle score to determine the player's general efficiency. So how does that... Yeah, that is the... What on earth? WTR rating. Does that mean that your overall WTR is some kind of conglomeration of all the individual tank WTRs? Odd. I think there's more questions than answers here, my friends. Don't know. And this is what it says they use. When calculating the rating of a specific vehicle, the following key indicators may be... Look, the following... We're giving never change, man. Never change. Always continue to put out articles with vague explanations, unclear verbiage, and missing information. Please, every time you try to describe something, if you could please always fail to give us the full story. That's that's what we need. Because this says calculates an individual rating. Yeah, okay. Particular vehicle score, determine the player's general efficiency. Okay. This rating responds flexibly to changes of combat strategy. It does? As it evaluates your stats against average indicators across server. Okay, got it. When calculating the rating of a specific vehicle. All right, so when you type this, when you read this, you're like, oh, now we're getting down to brass tacks. I'm going to find out what happens when they calculate the rating of a specific vehicle. Here come the details. The following key indicators may be considered. Which indicates they may not be considered. Which sort of leaves one to believe there might be other indicators that are unlisted. There's no priority for the indicators. There's no indication of how the indicators will be used. Damage caused plus assist damage. Fair enough. Damage blocked. Number of destroyed enemy vehicles. Fair enough. Survival rate. Okay. Damage blocked. Damage blocked. I mean, you can already see the problems with that. Yoo-hoo, what's happening, man? Right? You can already see the problems with that. Now, would you do some mathematics on overall armor capability of the tank? Maybe look at the average across the server, and if somebody manages to block more for that in that particular tank than the average bear. I mean, if it was a straight up calculation, for example, a scorpion versus a mouse kind of idea, then it's a ridiculous number. But that's the problem. There's no details in any of this on exactly how that works. Right? One has to assume that they would do something so that the obvious problem of light-skinned tanks getting ganked in their rating system would be taken care of, but who knows? And because they don't say anything about it or give you any details, how do you know? Well, just around midnight, I prioritize blocking damage at all times. I believe that your win rate will be increased if all you do is block damage. You don't have to do any damage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I wanted to note that about the WTR system. Now, Battle Pass Season 11 is coming as well. We've got some data on that, which I think we can get to here. Yeah, there we go. So Battle Pass Season 11, Season of the Griffin Dog Lion Dinosaur person, is the Foch B, the Type 5 Heavy with the world's largest... What is that? Is it an entire boat? Is it a boat strapped onto a boat? Honey Joey. Wait a minute. Is this an Australian Type 5 Heavy? There's a kangaroo shooting a gun. And then we have the T-57 Heavy, which appears to have a very interesting 3D style, maybe some kind of fjording system or something. I don't know. It's a boat? Well, it probably is Australian, because if we look at the characters, it looks like an Aussie. And then Colette is apparently driving the... Well, they're not in order. Colette, is, I'm assuming, is presumably the... Excuse me. The AMX 50. And then I don't know where Stefan goes, because he doesn't seem... None of these seem to be American. Maybe Colette's the American? Excuse me. I can't keep track of the characters on this one. It's a little confusing. I don't know who's who in the zoo here. But this is Ian Harmon Battle. And Ian Harmon Battle is the son of an Australian Army officer. There you go, he is Australian. Who rarely received praise from his father. Is it just me, or is there some kind of strange fixation with wargaming and these like broken family stories? I think every single one of these events has had somebody who had that going on for some reason. He's an outgoing person, considered to be a go-to guy. Even though he can be annoyingly diligent, always following Army regulations to the letter. He's a bit narcissistic, but will never admit it to anyone, not even himself. I don't know. Before we break this down a little bit more, I need more coffee, and I just realized we've been at it for an hour. So when we get back, we're going to find out who got the 5 boxes, and we're going to break down a little bit more of the Battle Pass. So give me 5 minutes, guys. I'll be right back.
A mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos. To the coffee talk they both came, to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts, and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek, for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell, to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. To the swamplands came the mountain man.
All right, we're back. You know what occurred to me while I was grabbing my next coffee there? That what happened to the story of this chapter or this battle pass? It was never filled in, right? Were there videos at some point released? Does the collection have videos on it or something you can click on? No. Can't even read what that says. They made this big deal about the collection and you're gonna the unfolding story. There was an initial video and then nothing. There was nothing. Anyway, then we have Colette Bijou. She grew up in the countryside and knows firsthand what hard work is. Okay, and also how to throw a party. Sure. She never tried to be feminine or delicate, and if she ever goes anywhere with a handbag, it is only to conceal her ruby pistol. What the hell is a ruby pistol? And why is Ruby capitalized? I don't know. Is that like ruby slippers? Is that a French 32 ACP? Is that an actual thing? Really? You're kidding. Hold on. Ruby pistol. No way. Y'all are crazy. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. The Ruby pistol was a semi-automatic pistol of .32 ACP caliber made by Gabilondo y Resti and other Spanish companies. It saw use in both World Wars as a service weapon of the French Army. Well, there you go. I had never heard of that before. What country uses the Ruby? Well, there you have it, folks. A little edumacation for me. There you go. Very cool. Okay, so she's concealing her Ruby pistol. Got it. That's why it's capitalized. She defies established rules and always speaks her mind, which is why she is still a lieutenant. Oh, the rebel. The rebel. However, as long as she remains in command of her crew, she does not seem to care. Okay. Good job, Colette. Now, she's French, so one presumes she's here in the Foch. The Australian must be here in the Type 5 because it's got, I don't know what the hell that is. It's supposed to be right there, but it says Honey Joey and it has a kangaroo. It has a roo. So for some strange reason, the Type 5 can't be a Chinese commander. It has to be Australian. I don't know why. And then the American one has this dude in it. Although she's the extra crew member. Extras. So she seems American. It looks like an American uniform. But this guy appears to be the guy who's actually commanding the T-57. Oh, they got a used one in Plano. Nice. 3 foes should be... No. That's right, we're going to be covered up in these things. I just never heard of a ruby pistol. I don't know how I missed that. Everyone knew it but me. Catherine Sanders is an excellent student. Oh, wait a minute, we forgot this guy. He does not look like a hard-boiled commander or egg. He does not need glory, recognition, or awards. Even so, Ada, that's what we're going to call him, always performs his missions with the utmost responsibility. Okay? He is not used to sharing his plans, especially considering they are coming to life exactly the opposite. Okay, I don't... a true patriot of his country, which is I don't know which country, because it doesn't seem to match any of these 3 tanks. He is forced to serve away from his fatherland. Uh-oh. And his only friend recently went missing on a mission that was supposed to last 8 hours. Just throw random shit in there. He's a patriot. He's forced to serve away from home, and his buddy went missing on a mission that was only supposed to last 8 hours. In moments of desperation, Stefan unknowingly hums his favorite song about red poppies, even though his voice is not like it used to be anymore. Okay. Let's see what's going on with old Kathy here. Kathy is an excellent student and very creative person. She will never miss the opportunity to engage in amateur activities. Can we just note that whenever they have a female commander, they're never a schmuck in any way, like most of the male commanders. She'll never miss the opportunity to engage in amateur activities, even if he knows. Good one, well done. Could be. Maybe there's a pronoun thing going on here. That the initiative will be. Wait a minute. She will never miss the opportunity to engage in amateur activities, even if he knows that the initiative will be punishable. I don't understand what that means. She independently learned... Oh, there, now we're back to the she pronoun. Independently learned several languages, including Italian. Unknown what the others are, but of note, one of them is Italian. She has several languages. One of them's Italian. The others, I don't know. She learned them. And also brilliantly completed a special course for radio coders. Fantastic. Probably that course was in Italian, which is why it was noted. She's married as well? She does. Right. She's married. But she doesn't like to talk about that. That's just... She's married, but she doesn't like to talk. These are awesome. I mean... Whew. They are zero-skill brothers in arms, by the way, which is nice. There is no unique voice acting, so there you go. I got little tears come out my eyes. It's pretty good. What a colossal waste of time and effort. Probably on my part as well. Hey, are we ready to give away? I believe we are. Yeah? All right, here we go. Who gets the next 5 boxes? It is Zemke! Zemke is the winner. I think I have your info. Are you logged in right now? You are logged in. All right, let me send you 5 boxes, man. And then you got to let us know what you got. Very famous. Oh, why did it log me out? What the? All right. Containers, 5. Zim. Purchase gift. Zemke. Boom, 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 boom. And off we go. It's thinking. It's thinking. It's thinking. Let us know what you get, man. If you're near your client. Boxes are on the way, my friend. Congrats. Okay, what else we got going on, fellas? What else we got going on? Common test, talked about that. Onslaught's the last day. Japanese TD so far. 5 is bog standard. 6 is god awful. 7 is probably overpowered / really good. 8 is average. That's where I am. Anybody got any different opinions on that? 5 bog standard. 6 atrocious. 7 very good. 8 average. That's what I'm going with so far. I have not played the 9 or the 10, so I don't have any data on those. Let's look at the recon mission article, guys, because I thought this is pretty interesting. You'll be able to test this tomorrow, and this particular recon mission is the dynamic events, right? Dynamic cover and dynamic events, random events and dynamic cover. So there's a video, but what I thought was good is coming down here to the map itself and seeing where the events happen. So now we have some better details on what this looks like. So it's on 4 maps. We have Himmelsdorf, Proc. This one's going to piss me off a little bit, I'm afraid. Ruinberg and Safe Haven. Let's start with Himmelsdorf. Over here on the west side is a train leveling the depot. So there's already train cars and stuff sitting around, but it's hard to see the picture here, but I guess cars scatter around and do damage and stuff. So there's going to be, in theory, more cover over there on the west side. He got a 2D skin, a crew skin, and some reserve. That's it, huh? Yeah, those boxes kind of stink. Okay, on the number 2 point here, you're going to get a Zeppelin, an airship, falls under anti-aircraft fire. It says natural shelters are formed in this area and the adjacent street. These positions have greater advantages and can be used. Teams can also go down the mountain to the square through a gap in the castle wall. So apparently you're going to be able to now move off of the, I guess you drive on the airship or some such thing. So there'll be a way to get from the top to the bottom right in the middle of the map. Don't know. 9's good with the Top Gun. 10 okay so far. 9 might be the star of the tree. Okay. No, Danum, they did not. Not that was any kind of combat thing. They used airships to some extent. Well, they used barrage balloons, but those are unmanned and tethered. And that was to keep low-flying aircraft to help keep low-flying aircraft from flying over fleets or things like that. Especially stationary invasion fleets. And I think they used airships to maybe a little bit for patrolling, but they were just they were just targets basically. Yeah, there are the Intra Warriors. So the 30s were when those things, late 20s and 30s, were when those things were going the most. All right. We'll get to Proc in a minute. Let's skip over to Ruinberg. On Ruinberg, there's going to be some bombardments. This is kind of interesting because it's going to change the terrain in this section right here. Going to make a few extra ways to get through. So, okay. I can kind of see that because this this fight is always on these corners here, right? The whole fight is over here. So maybe they open it up a little bit and you can fight in this area as well. We'll see if that's actually true or not. And then the same kind of thing happens up here. More bombardment, and you're going to have a few more pieces of cover and openings. So it's just going to change up what's going on up here. On Safe Haven, you've got a bridge collapse. So that's that big bridge. Blocking the passage between the rocks, which almost nobody uses anyway. Making it difficult to get around. Okay. Fewer directions need to be controlled now. Oh, great. So I wonder if that's an effort to make this face-punching fight over here more of a face-punching fight. Don't know. This bridge is almost irrelevant in the game. Now, if they block that area, you don't have shots down into the middle. I will give them that. Like, there's a couple spots up here where you can shoot down into the tunnel and shoot people on the side if they happen to be hanging out right there in the opening. Additionally, shots can come back up to the middle in certain places. Unknown whether this will block all that or what. It seems to be that's what's going on. Down here, there's a collapse. This actually has three things going on. There's a collapse of the roof right there, which is going to block the entrance to this tunnel. Okay. All right, Dan, I'm seeing you, man. Happy Mother's Day to you. Yeah, bridge that doesn't get used. I'm assuming it's just to block the crossfire, which is not that big a deal on this map, in my opinion, but whatever. Then this ceiling's going to collapse and stop you from going in there. Okay. And then you're going to have a cargo ship rams into here. I thought maybe it was going to go all the way in, but it doesn't. It's just going to go into this section and then sort of block all these crossfires, which I don't know, man. Very strange. It's hard to tell how far. Cargo ship crashes into the wharf. The shooting between the piers is no longer possible. Who's sitting over here shooting between piers? This it's almost never. All right. Now this is the one I think that's going to irritate me. This is the one that's going to irritate me because first of all, this is the best scout map in the game. I also personally think it's one of the best maps in the game because of its options for crossfire, and the entire map is usable, especially as compared to other maps. I mean, not every inch of it's usable, but a good portion of it is usable. There's a lot of flow between the two sides, but primarily it's the scout thing, because if you do some of these things, you're really going to gank some of the scout possibilities. They'll still be there, but there's going to be enough cover and stuff that getting a scout in close to something is going to be a problem. One of the things advantages a scout has in spotting, especially if things are just in bushes and not behind cover, behind hard cover, is that's a huge advantage because you can get in there and get your team shots. When you have hard cover for things to hide behind, it's hard to get close enough to get them lit without A, being seen, or B, there's no shots involved for your team. It's going to really bum me out if proc always has this happen. It's also going to bum me out if you get proc and you don't know if it's going to be, if they do it randomly. That means that sometimes you're going to get proc and this crap's going to happen, and sometimes you'll get it and it won't. I don't know if that's how they're doing it. No idea. If I'm in a scout, 8 TDs and 2 RD on this map is perfect. In fact, I've got to do the replay on it, but I have a Manicore game from a couple days ago on this map with 13,000 combined, or 14, something like that. 5,000 damage and 6 or 7,000, 6,000 and something. So it might be 12,000 combined, but it was of 6,000 or so, maybe a little bit more spotting, and 5,000 damage. And that doesn't bother me that there's one or two maps where a scout is that good, right? As long as it's not every map, and it's not every map. So it just bums me out that they're doing stuff like this on proc. In any event, you've got a burning plane crashing into the hill. Adds more cover. You've got a train wiping out here, and we'll go look at the video in a minute. And you've got two more planes. So let's see what some of this stuff looks like here.
World of Tanks has been advancing and evolving for many years. Vehicles, modes, mechanics, and of course, maps. With time, many new locations are spectacular changes that transform the map right in the middle of battle.
Here it comes.
Safe haven. The ship rams the dock and blocks the line of fire. The plane crashes into the bunker, blocking the pass between the bunker and port.
Okay.
And the bombers destroy the bridge in the field. On Himmelsdorf, an airstrike hits the locomotive as it's leaving the train yard. Here, the scattered train cars will serve as good cover.
Okay. Uh-oh.
A falling Zeppelin changes the landscape on the central square and Tank Alley. And also creates a descent from the hill to the heavy tank positions. On Prokhorovka, planes crash into the alley and the hill. Scorching part of the bushes, but also creating new cover.
So it takes down some bushes. Here comes the train.
The train at the center of the map also derails, allowing several tanks to find cover behind its crashed cars.
Well, that's one way you would know if there's two versions of proc. That's one way you would know if it's that version, because there wouldn't be, the train cars wouldn't be sitting there. You know?
Ruinberg is attacked from the air.
Ruinberg's
Bombs
attacked.
destroy several houses in the village, creating convenient cover. An additional pass through the central blocks appears in the town, forming a new direction of attack that opens the line of fire at the balcony from the side. The types of events that occur will differ depending on the map. Everything happens for a reason, and all events change the key position.
Everything happens for a reason.
Decide how to use them. In favorable circumstances,
Do they?
use them to break a deadlock, attack from an unexpected direction, or even turn the tide of battle. These random events will make your game experience more diverse and introduce pinpoint changes without breaking the general concept of the battle and map.
Yeah, I don't think you know if that's true or not.
Right before each event, you'll hear a warning sound and see a red zone with a timer. Staying inside the zone is fatal for your vehicle, but pay attention when retreating. Try not to expose yourself to enemy fire, and you'll keep your tank safe.
Yeah, try not to.
Zone, you'll be given a certain amount of time to retreat. Since we're in the testing stages,
Did you love how they showed the poor T-95 who couldn't possibly get the hell out of the way? He was screwed. Maybe if he went forward, but he probably didn't want to go forward because he was going to get ganked. So look at the weird shape of the whole thing. Oh, this is crazy.
will result in full vehicle destruction, but this might change in the future, so be ready for all kinds of possible outcomes. Each event will only last several seconds. After that, the landscape will change and the zone will become safe. But new passages, lines of fire, or cover may appear.
Yeah, so it will gank the scout possibilities. See how they're showing where scouts were hiding?
Events in Recon Mission will occur with a 100%
100%.
Enough data after the testing.
Great. No, it's in a recon mode starting on Monday.
Depending on a number of factors, such as the battle time or a certain in-game situation. Or
Look.
they might not happen at all. That's why they're called random.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Events in recon mission will occur with a 100% probability
Okay.
at a certain time, so that we have enough data after the testing.
Oh, okay. That's...
But in the future, events may happen at different stages of battle,
Ah.
depending on a number of factors.
So that's... There it is. All right. So in recon mode, they will happen, so you can see it. But they're talking about if it gets to randoms, it's going to be
Such
a...
as the battle time or a certain in-game situation.
Or they might not happen at all. Like, what would the situation be? Please tell me they're not predicated on something like one team winning or not, or something like that. Oh, jeez. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the... I can already see the conspiracy theorists right now. I would have won that game, but Wargaming decided I would lose by dropping at the Hindenburg on me. I always get hit by the Hindenburg. They're coming after me. The Hindenburg is after me. Wargaming hates me. They always drive a ship up my butt. Oh boy.
They might not happen at all. That's why they're called random after all.
That's why they're called random. All right? That's why they're called random. I liked all the tanks that like looking for the Hindenburg, like, where is our god, the Hindenburg? We are losing the battle. Please drop the Hindenburg on the enemy. That's right. Every time I get to 50%, an airplane hits me. Oh, man.
Plan to make
Oh, there it is.
an integral part of the map design, their balance, and the gameplay process. So for now, there probably won't be an option to turn them off for random battles.
Great. Great. That's right, Cliffy. Great. So my favorite map in the game and my favorite class is Eft. That's awesome. No, Heisenberg, I am sorry. As of now, you will be absolutely obliterated if you're in the little red zone. And I don't know if that means one piece of track, or if it means half your tank, or if it means all your tank. But if you're in the zone, you're out of the game. All right? You thought artillery was bad. Just wait. Just wait till your teammates block you from getting out. That'll be fun. So there you go. There's your new. I just called it. There's your new trolling, right? Block some guy in the red zone. Blimp inbound. Half in, half out. It hasn't started yet. How did you play this? Has this already been out somehow? Oh, here it is. Is it already going? When did you play it? Oh, the common test. That's right. I forgot about the common test. This is no longer the test. This is the test. That was the test. This is the test. The common test. But now we're just going to get the test. All right, dynamic cover. What's up with this?
Dynamic cover provides just as many gameplay opportunities.
Okay, we got some cover.
Some objects, such as tank racks, train cars, containers, and concrete blocks, will be movable. Some of them will be marked with a special color.
Oh, the special colors can move.
Half of the objects can be destroyed with shots, which reduce their hit points until they are demolished.
Half? What about the other half?
By looking at them, you'll be able to tell how much longer they have left.
Okay. Does that mean the other ones can't be destroyed?
Cover expands your tactical opportunities and adds new ways to fight in battle. It also allows you to attack from unexpected directions, all while covering yourself or even your ally.
Oh. That indicates that the other half can't be destroyed.
Get ready for dynamic cover and random events in respots, which reduce their hit points until they are demolished.
So the dead tanks and the trains can't be destroyed. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
By looking at them, you'll be able to tell how much longer they have left.
That's right, Clippy. Yeah, so can you now build a fort on the cap? Oh man. All right, that's very strange. I don't know. We'll see. I sort of hope that doesn't happen, but that seems like that's a train that has probably left the station and is about to crash onto your map. That train has left the station and will crash into our map, along with a blimp, an airplane, a boat, bombs. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Ay. Well, that's it, guys. That's pretty much all I got. Call to Mars, still out there. Common Test 1.21 is ongoing with some changes. Onslaught, today's the last day for this iteration. Japanese TD so far we discussed. Recon mission, I don't even know what to think. Battle Pass Season 11, we did discuss that. And actually, did I not get... I don't think I got through all that Battle Pass stuff, did I? Maybe I did. Yeah, I guess I did. That's everything we know about it. Ay. Oh, is there? CC codes. Let me see if I can find that. Where's it listed? Is it the codes are us? It's probably the codes are us, I'd imagine. Yeah. Is it on the front page of it? I think that's where War Child tries to keep it. Current Twitch drops. Yeah, it's on there somewhere. I don't even know which ones they are. Oh, is it War Child and Lady May? Those are invite codes. Oh, he hasn't updated. Oh, so it's on the next to last page. Okay. So go check that out if you want to chase the codes. There's only 721 pages of it. Let's see. Only 2 codes. Yeah, you have to dig through them, guys. There's There's a bunch of them. Cool. Some missions are easy and others are not so much. Okay. Don't use Mylons. Requires brother in arms. Holy cow. Use Dackies. Okay. There you go. Cliffy just dropped it. Thank you. All right, cool, guys. Appreciate it. We should have Pilgrim back next week. Appreciate the subs and the follows and all that good stuff. Hope you guys have a good Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of thems. Let's see who we can raid here. I'm going to get on with my day, my friends. Ah, Goose is up. He's playing Diablo 4. Well, you know what? Let's go raid Goose playing Diablo 4. Let's see what Diablo 4 is all about, guys. We're going to go raid Goose. Appreciate y'all coming by. Like I said, thanks for the subs and the follows. I'll try to get a stream in sometime in the near future if I can. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday and Mother's Day and all that. I'm going to take the wife out to a brunch, I believe, with the boy, so that'll be cool. And then I think I'm going to relax most of the rest of the day. That's all I've got. We will see you guys.